mayhem.
But so I wanted to just bring this up because I wanted to get y'all or you rolling and then chats things. So I actually originally saw this. This is on IGN. Disney has not confirmed this, but I don't know if this is happening necessarily. But apparently, we are getting episodes 10 through 12, the continuation of the Skywalker saga. And
Well, all right, so
Simon Kinberg is reportedly working on a brand new Star Wars trilogy, and there's conflicting information regarding whether these movies will be episodes 10 through 12.
so I have
So
something to say about this right now.
okay,
Daisy Ridley's supposed to be getting a Rey movie,
yeah,
and Simon Kinberg is supposed to be getting this trilogy. That's one and the same.
right.
It's one and the same. The Rey movie
Oh
just lost
God,
its writer recently, and Simon Kinberg, yeah, he's also the one that did Dark Phoenix for X-Men.
are
And
you serious? That's him.
he also did Fantastic Four, the movie.
Oh,
That
we
came
are so cooked. We are
Yeah.
so cooked.
Yeah, so to Ronnie's point here, 2 months later, delayed indefinitely. Yeah, so we're still also supposed to be getting a Ryan Johnson trilogy, which they have not canceled, a Rogue Squadron movie, which they have not canceled, a Taika Waititi movie, which they have not canceled, the new Jedi Order movie, which they have not canceled, a Lando movie, which they have not canceled.
What is the new Order
A Sean Levy movie, a Sean Levy trilogy, I think, which they have just announced. The Simon Kinberg, which they have just announced. A James Mangold movie, which they have not canceled. What else is there? The Droids show, which is still in production apparently. Ahsoka season 2, which is most definitely happening. The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is most definitely happening. A Jon Favreau movie, which I would assume is probably happening. What else is there?
Isn't Dave getting a
Oh, the
movie?
Sharmino Babe Chinoy movie, which is supposed to be about Rey.
Ray's getting
Like,
2 movies?
I think they're all going to be one and the same. I think Kinberg is going to write, Sharmino Babe Chinoy is going to direct, which will just be
So
shit. Sharmino Babe Chinoy, the one who literally only makes documentaries about Muslim women, is going to be doing a Star Wars movie.
I mean, documentarians.
Roman, there is a
You gotta
million.
give her
There's a million better people they could hire.
that. Yes, yeah. You're not wrong. That is true. The
Yes,
thing
Ronnie,
that
the Ronnie trilogy. I would watch that.
facts, bro.
So
Facts.
I think there's like 15 different Star Wars projects. Oh, there's also
I
another
guess
Tales of the Jedi supposed to be coming out.
I guess Roland. My question is
There's also an untitled animated show that is supposed to be coming out.
do you think that episodes 10, 11, and 12 actually happened? Because wasn't episode 9 supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga by all
Yes.
like that was meant to be it, right?
Well, how the fuck do you go forward? There's no Skywalkers.
Rey.
Rey's not a Skywalker. Don't you dare say
He
that
says it
blasphemy.
at the end of the movie.
Don't you dare say that blasphemy again. I can sit here and say I'm a fucking Skywalker. Watto can say he's a fucking Skywalker.
It's like that SpongeBob
Doesn't make
episode where
I could tell you, I could say, people go, "What's your name?" And I could go, Roland Trump. That doesn't make me a fucking Trump. She's a Palpatine.
they could make it the Palpatine saga and not
That's
the
retarded.
Skywalker saga.
That's retarded. How about you don't do that at all and you make a completely new fucking series about new
Yeah.
characters set way in the future. We don't ever have to mention any of this shit ever again.
Well,
how about you have
what
some
I'm worried
fucking
about.
creativity? Some creativity. You have this is Star Wars we're talking about. Anything can happen. Anything. Literally fucking anything can happen in this fucking galaxy. You could have any type of fucking story that you want, and you don't do. Fucking go way into the fucking future. Way, way a million times into the fucking future, where the Skywalkers are like a fucking legend that they talk about, like King Arthur or Jesus Christ. Like shit that we know happened, but no one has any fucking recollection of it because it's so far in the past. They only have archives.
What I'm worried that happens here is that these movies come out and then people look at the sequels like how we all look at the prequels now.
No,
That's what I'm worried
that'll
happens.
never happen because there's too many prequel fans alive.
Yeah.
That'll never happen. Because those are the fucking tourists, Roman. These are the people that came into Star Wars just for the sequel trilogy, and that's why they think it's good.
Yeah, that's true.
They didn't live Star Wars the way that everybody in our chat right now fucking lived Star Wars.
That is true. And I think the thing is that we don't need more. Like, we don't need an episode 10, we don't need an episode 11, and we do not need an episode 12 unless they're set way in the future.
And don't
Like,
go into the
you can
past.
do that shit.
Don't go into the past unless you're gonna fucking do it correctly. If you're gonna go into the
Bro,
past at all, there's a million books
bro,
to follow. If you're gonna do Revan's story, as they've mentioned multiple times they want to do, if you're gonna do Revan's story, then just do the story to a T. Because
I don't
all
want them
of
to
the
do
fucking
Revan, bro.
but don't forget that Kathleen Kennedy said, we're not like Marvel, we're not like DC. We don't have hundreds of books of source material.
Yeah, you fucking do.
She said that though.
Yeah, because she doesn't like reading. That's why. Just if you're gonna make Revan movies, give that shit to Tony Gilroy.
Tony
Bro
Gilroy
knows what
doesn't
he's
even
doing.
want to do it, dude. He's having fun with his spy thriller. And honestly, I think that Andor season 2 is probably going to be a banger.
I hope so.
Because the first season was a banger, in my opinion. Oh, it's too slow. Oh, it looks a lot like Earth in certain shots. Well, yeah, it's a different fucking planet. And you know what? That show from episode 6 or 7 to episode 12, fantastic. The first 3 episodes, pretty solid. The heist episodes, 2 slow ones. The heist itself, episode 6, banger. So literally from episode 6 to episode 12, that season is just fucking gunning. And it's a banger.
Yeah, and
And that's the
thing that
only fucking show that I've gone back consistently and rewatched. Other than when I was with my ex-girlfriend and she always wanted to watch Mandalorian and fucking Book of Boba Fett again and
I
again
can't
and again
fucking.
and again and again and fucking again. Jesus Christ.
All right, but the thing that I'll say though, Roland, I do think that Mando 1's good though. Actually, I think that Mando 1 is good, but Mando 2 is mid.
Yeah, Mando 1 has a really good amount of Gina Carano in it. That's one difference.
Well, and I mean,
and
Gina's,
her character is really good.
And she's also fun to look at, but yeah.
Yeah, but she's also a good character, and Carl Weathers was great in it. Dude,
yeah.
that's the other thing. We don't have Carl Weathers anymore for Mandalorian anything.
I know, bro. That's so sad. That's sad. But I guess kind of in a way. No, bro. You know what they're gonna fucking do? They're gonna find a way in fucking episode 12 to bring back Palpatine. I'm calling that shit right now. Palpatine's going to come back.
Bro, you think that's bad? I think they're setting up Ahsoka season 2 to have Abeloth as a villain.
Really?
And I think that Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost is going to have to defeat Abeloth.
I mean, like, on paper, that sounds cool, but, like, lore-wise, it's stupid.
Yeah. Because then why does Anakin Skywalker not just smite Palpatine?
Right. Right.
Like,
Yeah.
he's taking on a literal Force God, like Abeloth. Because they've already, it ended, season 1 ended with Balin standing on the statues of the daughter and the son from
Yep.
Mortis. And I think there's a
Yep.
statue of the father or some shit too. But
Now, is Hayden confirmed for season 2 of Ahsoka?
Hayden wasn't confirmed for season 1 of Ahsoka. So yes.
Okay, then he's definitely
Yeah.
he's definitely in that shit
Yeah.
for sure.
But that's gonna be Dave Filoni's movie. It's gonna be fucking Abeloth.
Oh man,
It's gonna be Ahsoka destroying Abeloth with the help of Anakin Skywalker.
bro, just leave it the fuck alone at this point. We don't need more Star Wars. Just like leave it be for like 5 or 6 years.
You know what they should have
Like
fucking done in the first place with 7, 8, and 9?
not put them out.
No, if you're gonna make a 7, 8, and 9, you do the New Jedi Order and you have the Yuzan Vong as the main villains.
Or you could have just done
You have the Empire, the remnants of the Empire, and the Republic join together to defeat the Yuzan Vong.
or you could do what was that guy's name? The one who wrote he had the sequels where like Maul and Talon went up against Luke and his
Oh, that guy, George
apprentice.
Lucas.
That was I thought that was Carlos Escobar's or whatever his name
No,
is.
that was one of Lucas's treatments. That was one of his ideas.
Oh, well, no. Yeah. Yeah.
Where
They should have just done
Maul was
George's.
slowly growing the underworld, and he was just waiting for Palpatine to be gone. And then you have Luke
That's what I'm
creating
saying.
you have
They
Luke
should have just done
create the New
George's.
Jedi Order, and then the main villain is Maul and Talon versus Luke and his apprentice and the other Jedi.
But by that point, though, they couldn't have done that because Rebels had killed off Maul, though, at that point.
Yeah, Ronnie, I was gonna say that. My favorite Star Wars book is the one Pablo Escobar wrote.
Shut up, man. Will you shut up, man?
I prefer the El Chapo treatment for Star Wars.
God damn it, man. No, no, but like I'm saying, if they had to make the sequel shit, like here's like my whole thing, right? We were all hyped for The Force Awakens as like mid as that shit was because we hadn't had a Star Wars movie in like 10 years by, that point. And like that's why we were all hyped for it. Now there's no hype for it because we haven't had a movie in 5 years, but like we've had shows constantly.
And
Four
they're all
four to five
failures.
shows
They're all
every
failures
year.
except for 2.
Yeah.
Mandalorian season 1 and 2, and Andor. But Andor was a failure at the time because no one thought it was going to be good, and now Andor is the one that everybody's like, I'm actually hyped for season 2.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's the best
like
one. It's the best looking one because they filmed it on location. They didn't use the fucking volume. It's real.
but the point that I'm making is that there was a reason that we were hyped for The Force Awakens when it came out because we hadn't had anything. Believe me or not, oversaturation actually does affect
Yeah, look at
fans
Marvel.
because
No
like
one gives a fuck about Marvel.
yeah, it's like if we hadn't gotten like 500 Marvel films before like No Way Home, I would have been a lot more hype. But like between Endgame and fucking like No Way Home, we had like 8 or 9 movies, and I'm like not And like, I'm like not even kidding there either. But like,
well, their biggest problem is they can't have street level stories anymore because all the villains are fucking insanely powerful or whatever. So then it's like, all right, like in this new Captain America that's coming out, which is most certainly going to fucking bomb, you have Captain America fighting the president as Red Hulk by himself. None of the
yeah.
Avengers are going to get involved when the White House gets destroyed. Like,
Now,
are you fucking joking? Like,
now that's not a new story. It's just that this current adaptation, this version of Captain America should not even be able to hold a candle to Red Hulk because
this
like
version of Captain America is not even a super soldier.
no, no. Say what you want about Bucky, but like Bucky's a super soldier. So like you could have made him like he's fucking Captain America in the comics.
So is
He's
Falcon.
right there.
So is Falcon at one point, but even still, like here's the other thing for you. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. I don't care. There was only ever like a couple characters I actually gave a shit about in Marvel, and that was Iron Man. You killed him. Thor. He's a fucking cuck.
Thor's a cuck.
Thor's a cuck. Doctor Strange is retarded now. And Spider-Man, everybody forgot he existed. And he's just
Quite literally. Yeah.
yeah. So
And he
I
may
quite frankly could give a single fuck.
I don't blame you. I I tried to hold
And the
I
Guardians of
tried
the
to
Galaxy
hold
are gone.
on.
The Guardians of the Galaxy are gone too.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even give a
I
shit
tried
about them until I watched the first movie before the second one came out. And I was like, these don't even feel like Marvel. They can stand on their own.
I tried to hang on for as long as I could until they said the Moon Knight was not canon. Then I was like,
That
yeah,
pissed
nah.
me off. Because that was one of the only characters that I'm like, oh wow, they're making a show about this character. There's a good actor playing him, and it's actually a super fucking interesting character. And not only did
And
the show
then,
suck because they just made it all about his girlfriend who becomes the hero.
bro,
He doesn't even
you
fight the main villain. He doesn't fight the main villain at the end, and he just shoots him in a car after they
you
beat him.
literally had Oscar Isaac playing multiple characters, but like being like the same dude, and you couldn't even have him be Jake Lockley once, bro.
No, no,
Like,
he was Jake Lockley a lot. That's what they'll tell you. He was Jake Lockley a lot throughout that, but they just never
no,
show it.
he wasn't.
Yes, he was. They just never show it.
Okay, no,
They never show
that's
it.
not.
Every time he blacks out, he's Jake Lockley.
Yeah, but then make the show slightly more violent then,
Then,
because I
then
kind
they'll
of wanted to
no,
see that shit.
technically Roman. Even technically, they'll tell you that they did show it because when he was in that realm where he was on the boat and it was like the psych ward, Jake Lockley was in a sarcophagus. He was just yelling in the sarcophagus, and they walked past it.
Fuck off, Roland.
So Jake
That's not
Lockley.
showing it.
No, they'll tell you that Jake Lockley's in the show a lot.
Yeah, well, Disney can fuck off. I only have watched two
I don't know how you
MCU.
make a Moon Knight show and don't make it brutal.
Bro, they turned him into Batman.
No, they
They turned him
didn't.
into Batman.
No, they didn't. He didn't do anything. He's only in the Moon Knight suit like twice. And
I'm
one of the times
saying,
he doesn't do jack shit. And the
yeah, I mean
only
like
reason, bro, I have a feeling the only reason they said it wasn't canon after the show was finished is because everybody on the internet was like, so when the night sky paused and then went back in time and was shooting around, why did the Avengers not show up? And they were like, it's not canon. I'm not even joking, because everybody started questioning that after the finale, and their first answer was, "Well, it's not canon." Yeah, but you didn't say that going into it. You planned on this being canon, and then you were like, "Well, that's retarded." They're right, because every Avenger,
Now,
like, what the fuck is going on with the sky?
now he can't even be part of the Avengers, which sucks because Moon Knight's a cool ass character.
Everybody thought he would be. Moon Knight. Moon Knight's not canon, Ronnie. Everybody thought, yo, that would be a crazy fucking character to put in the Avengers. And then if they had brought Deadpool in, then you would have been like, yo,
Well,
yeah,
they
Deadpool.
are now, but
Yeah, but
having
it's like you would have had Deadpool and Moon Knight in the same fucking team.
yeah.
Like, that would have been sick. Yeah, Moon Knight's not canon at all.
Yup. It's
I mean,
not canon.
they could do fucking Midnight Suns,
They literally
but they won't.
made that show to get all of the Moon Knight fans to shut up because like Moon Knight fans were like, we like want a show or we like, want like a movie. We want something. Disney's like, here, now shut up. Like now like Disney can say that, the Moon Knight fans now like have like their show, which is so stupid.
But it's
That's
not. It's about
so
his wife. It's about his ex-wife. It's not even about him. It's about him for like
I know that, Roland.
3
Yeah.
episodes, and then it's about his ex-wife and how she just becomes an Egyptian fucking superhero out of nowhere.
At least Khonshu looked kind of cool though. And
Yeah,
I thought that
did. Ethan Hawke was really good in that too. And,
yes.
they fucking shit on him. Ethan Hawke's a good actor, and they were like, oh my god, the big fight's gonna happen. Oh shit, I blacked out. Now I'm waking up and I'm in a car with Ethan Hawke. And then he just shoots him, calls it a day.
Yeah.